I'll probably add this to the video. Huh. Hello, welcome, and you are definitely here because you want to learn how to shiny hunt in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet using the Outbreak method, so I'm not going to waste any of your time. Let's get right into that. On screen, you will see a chart for the shiny odds based on certain parameters and certain effects that you have. This chart was made by Sibuna_Switch on Twitter. I'll make sure that that link is in the description to give proper credit as well. But on this chart, one thing you can quickly see on the bottom there is that the shiny charm with 60 plus Outbreak cleared, and I'll get into what that means in a second, and Sparkling Power level 3 is the highest odds you can get for a shiny wild encounter. Now, personally, for those of you who know what that Sparkling Power level 3 is, and that takes Herba Mystica to create, which is not easy to come by, when I'm doing Outbreak shiny hunting, I do the shiny charm and Outbreak 60 plus cleared odds, leaving me at odds of about 1 in 819.6. Now, you can certainly do this without the shiny charm, and without clearing 60, but as you can see on the chart, your odds are just not adding up. Your odds are getting worse and worse. So my recommendation before you hunt Outbreaks for your sanity is just get the shiny charm first, work on getting that Pokedex. But like I said, you certainly can do this without completing the Pokedex and getting the shiny charm. I just highly recommend it. So let's take a look at how we can start Outbreak hunting and ignore the fact that I haven't completed all the gyms yet. I got the Pokedex first. So Outbreaks are signaled by this Pokemon icon on the map, followed by, it has to have that weird little background, that fading in and out background, and you'll see it on this Magnemite as well. Any other Pokemon icons, for example, on my minimap, these are not Outbreaks in the corner there. Those are just showing me the Pokemon that are available to me, near me, and are spawning near me. But, so what you'll want to do is head to one of these Outbreaks. I'll go to that Psyduck, for example, and I don't think I'm actually going to hunt this Psyduck, mostly actually because I already have a Psyduck. And sometimes, you know, sometimes you get it in 20 minutes, sometimes it takes an hour or more. We'll head over to that Psyduck, and what you're going to want to do is make sure you've got a strong lead Pokemon. I primarily recommend, I'm heading the wrong way, I primarily recommend having a water type. That's a high level, so that way it'll always win Let's Go battles, because that's what we're going to do once we get to the Psyduck. Is we'll send them out into Let's Go battles, and I'll get up there so I can kind of demonstrate. I believe the Psyduck in these spawn in the water. And that's the thing, a lot of Outbreak Pokemon will, or not a lot, but there will be Outbreak Pokemon that will spawn in water, so, like, I have Iron Hands here. He's not gonna be able to attack. So what you're gonna want to do once you get to the Outbreak is not get ran up on by a Psyduck. You'll want to count. You'll want to start sending out your Pokemon and defeating them in Let's Go mode. And that was 1. You're going to want to count and defeat 60 Pokemon of the type. Now, defeating also could count as a regular battle or a capture, but you'll want to make sure you're but you'll want to make sure that you defeat 60 Psyduck, or whatever it is you're hunting. So you'll keep doing this, keep going, until you reach 60 defeats, and I will cut from this video here to a stream of me doing this, because I'm not actually going to hunt these Psyducks, but I just got done on stream hunting some, so that footage should suffice. I'll throw up the chart again so we can take a look, but the shiny charm with 60 plus Pokemon cleared gives us 5 shiny rolls for a shiny rate of 1 in 819.6. Obviously, you could add a sandwich to the mix. I personally just don't when I'm hunting Outbreaks, because you can reset this as many times as you want, which I will get into. And while it does increase the rate, that Herba Mystica is kind of hard to come by. So as you can see me doing on this stream here, what you'll want to do once you have 60 plus cleared is you'll want to find a good spot a little further back from where they're spawning, not completely out of range, but your character in these games has a little radius around them in which Pokemon will not spawn in. So you kind of want to back up from that, so that way when you use the picnic to reset spawns, which is what you're going to do. You're going to enter your menu and picnic so that the spawns all around you just completely reset, and it's like a brand new encounter for each one of the Pokemon in the outbreak. But once you back up and you go into that picnic, you can kind of, as you can see me doing, you can just circle the area that they spawn in, go back to your little spot that's a little further away so they're spawning, and then picnic again. The reason I recommend backing up or finding a good, easy, sweet spot is because if you're too close, then you're going to have to kind of keep circling again and again until all the Pokemon, because they kind of have spots where they spawn, and you'll kind of figure that out per outbreak where their hot spots of spawning are. But you don't want to be too close to them, because otherwise you're going to have to keep going back and forth until you can picnic again. I recommend just finding a nice spot outside, picnicking, and then circling, kind of like I'm doing with these Lechonk here. And honestly, that's all that's to it. You just keep circling, keep picnicking your area until you've got the spawn. And I will show a clip of me getting this shiny Lechonk. This shiny Lechonk took me about 40 minutes, I believe, of just resetting. And that sounds like a lot of time, but if you've ever shiny hunted in other games, that's pretty good. It's pretty good, especially considering we're not using any Herba Mystica. Thank you so much for watching today's shiny hunting guide. If it helped you or if you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, subscribe for more stuff. I've got more guides coming, and I also stream my shiny hunting here on this channel and on Twitch, twitch.tv/HLEEP, so make sure you don't miss that. And thank you again. Have a good one.